am I with the content I'm putting out trying to wedge myself somewhere where nobody wants me to be? I don't know what to do with this channel anymore. That's why I'm making this video. I don't know what to do with this channel. I don't know if it's worth it for me to continue to engage with this channel. Of course, I still will for a little bit, right in the middle of doing a big Cryptmas giveaway. Probably through the end of the year, at least I'll engage in this channel. But I just don't know what the purpose of it is anymore. So when I started this channel, the point was just to have some fun.
It was just a bit of fun.
I made a video about how I stopped being goth / metalhead / dark alternative in my 20s. You can watch that here if you haven't watched it. Because that was a big part of why I created this channel. I was a dark alternative kid from basically the age of 10, 11, all the way through probably the age of 21. So that's like a good solid 10 years. Even though I was very young, it's a long time to, you know, be dark alternative, be into dark alternative genres like goth and metal. And so I feel almost like it's baked into my identity because of that, or it's like baked into me as a person. But for whatever reason in my 20s, you know, I stopped being dark alternative. And while I was on YouTube, mostly watching motivational content, mostly watching personal development content, I would sometimes come across like these dark alternative channels like It's Black Friday and Toxic Tears, and I would feel jealous. I would feel really jealous because I would think, oh wow, you know, I guess you are never too old to, you know, be yourself, dress how you want, be dark alternative basically. And so I think I remember around the year 2016 starting to feel like kind of jealous, and also kind of feel like, oh wow, I didn't have to abandon this just because I was getting older, which wasn't the only reason. But again, that video will share more about why I stopped being dark alternative for a while. But you know, they say that jealousy tells you something. When you feel jealous of something specific that someone else is able to do or have, and I don't know, there's a difference between envy and jealousy. It's not the type where you project onto that person that you wish they didn't have it. It's not that, which is kind of the more nefarious emotion, but it's just like you see someone with something and you're like, oh man, I wish I had that. Or I wish I could do that. You just have that organic response. That's telling you something. That's telling you something about yourself. That's telling you something about your life. So when I would see these dark alternative YouTubers in their 20s and 30s, even sometimes even older, I was jealous, like, oh man, like that could be me. And I felt the resonance, like that is me. I'm just not expressing that. So I started feeling that in 2016, but for some reason still had it in my head that that wasn't for me. You know, even though, again, I had been dark alternative for 10 years prior. I even remember looking up, I would Google, how old is too old to dye your hair? Because I used to like having, you know, kind of crazy colors for hair, like red, pink, blue, green. I've basically had them all, purple. And at one point I was like literally Google searching, like how old is too old to dye your hair? Because I felt that insecure about it. I really let other people get into my head, like you're too old to be doing this or whatever. So from 2016 through 2020, I had this going on in the back of my mind. I was watching more and more dark alternative YouTubers. I was getting back into music again because that was part of my distancing myself. I wasn't listening to music as much. I was just watching a lot of YouTube. So getting back into music and getting back into, you know, dark alternative style and stuff slowly. In 2020, I thought, you know what? I am gonna do it. I'm gonna make a channel. And this is the channel that came from that. Prior to that, I had tried making like 10 other YouTube channels, none of which were very successful. I think the most subscribers I got was maybe 300, 3 something on any other channel. I have to go back and check, but pretty sure it was only like 300. And this channel has like 2,000 something. So, I mean, big difference. The fact that I even was able to hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel, that was a huge goal for me. That's something I wanted for so long that I was able to do with this channel. So thank you if you're watching. Thank you if you're one of the people who subscribed. But yeah, when I started this channel, it was just for that, to create this space for me. And it was during 2020. So, you know, we were all in lockdown and everything. So what else did I have to do anyways? So I created this channel, and it was just supposed to be a space for me to express myself, explore again, have fun. Like, you'll see some of my first videos were transformation videos where I shaved my eyebrows for the first time because that was never something that I had done, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. Shaved my eyebrows for the first time, tried wearing wigs for the first time. I just gave myself space to try things, and I think my style sort of evolved from there. There was a place where I did feel more confident in, I guess, my dark alternative looks, but as I've continued to gain weight, because that is something that has happened, I keep having to kind of redo, and I won't even call it style, but redo my wardrobe for what I feel most comfortable in at the time, because I keep gaining weight, and that's related to like my job and my lifestyle and like all of these things that I know I can change. It's just a big tangled web, and I'm really trying. But one of the things in that web is this channel, right? So I started it for fun. It kind of served its purpose for me. Like, I do feel more confident in myself. I do feel like I know myself more. I do feel like I can express myself and my interests and the music that I like, and dressing dark alternative when I do get dressed up, or even when I'm not. I mean, this is me most of the time now. And at some point it stopped being fun, and I think it was because I started the channel seeing all of these people make goth channels, right? And I'm referring to dark alternative, but a lot of people just call that goth, and they didn't even like goth music. And so I thought, well, if they can make these channels and if they can make this content and they don't even like goth music, but they're using the word goth, why not me? You know, I've actually liked and listened to goth music, been in goth bands. Why not me? So I started a channel, definitely hopped on the goth hashtag. I've gone back and changed titles to old videos for the most part, because I do want to respect, you know, the actual, oh my gosh, look at this hair. I do want to respect the actual subculture and genre around goth, but being concerned with that differentiation has made this channel a little less fun for me, because I am a very opinionated person. I love the goth scene, I love goth music in person. Goth spaces online sort of still kind of rub me the wrong way. Not all the time. Like, there's certain channels that I really, Cemetery Confessions is awesome. Cranky Goth-Posers, I actually really love their podcast. You know, like individual channels I really enjoy, like Sunny's, Rouge the Goth, bunch of channels. I could link a bunch in the description below. But it's just some of these conversations are so repetitive and boring, and trying to kind of make sure I was striking a balance between having fun and respecting what goth actually is. It sounds easy, and it is easy, and I did make some genuinely goth content, like going out to goth night and stuff like that, or talking about like goth bands, which, hello, is what it's all about. But yeah, I don't know, it just wasn't a space for fun anymore. And not that those things aren't fun. How do I explain it? I guess what I'm trying to say is I never came onto YouTube to actually try to fill a space within goth specifically. It was more like dark alternative, but everyone was using the goth word, so I kind of came on as a goth YouTuber, as someone who actually likes goth music, who's actually like been in a goth band in the scenes from a young age. But then feeling like I never intended to be a goth channel. I just intended to be a dark alternative channel. But then between trying to jump on the goth train, which was really the dark alternative train, but everyone is using the word goth, and then respecting what goth is, because I do like, love, and respect goth music and goth scene and everything, it just kind of turned my channel into something I never really intended it to be. And for that reason, it wasn't like as fun anymore. And it's not that it wasn't fun, because like the goth videos I've made, reviewing bands, that's something I really enjoy. Interviewing artists, interviewing goth YouTubers, going to goth night, bringing you all along with me. Those videos were fun to make, but I just don't feel like I don't feel like there's a need for my channel in the goth space. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like there's maybe no need, for whatever reason. I don't resonate with people within that scene as much as others do. And you could see it in like numbers, right? And I'm not saying that I don't want to continue this channel because of numbers of views. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, am I trying to wedge myself somewhere where I don't need to like wedge myself? And is that benefiting anyone, including myself? And I'm continuing to evolve. So now that I feel like I've got the goth metal and dark alternative kind of baked back into me, or like I'm able to express that again more easily, the direction of my life right now, I feel like, is centered back on like self-improvement, personal development, changing certain aspects. And I don't know if I tried to turn that into content here, if it would make sense. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if anyone wants to see that. And I have put out some polls. Thank you for anyone who has answered the polls. About what I should post on here. I still like the idea of making videos. I still somewhat enjoy the aspect of it. There's just a couple of things that interfere with that. One is this channel. Am I, with the content I'm putting out, trying to wedge myself somewhere where nobody wants me to be? Two is trying to pursue YouTube negatively harming me in other ways, like the fact that I just sit and stare at a screen all day for work, and then creating videos and editing and all of these things makes me basically do the same thing for like a hobby, basically. Are there other things I could or should be doing instead? It's just difficult because I do feel a call to make videos. I do feel a call to put things out there. And then when I don't get really like much of a response for what I put out there, I'm like, well, should I be doing this anyway, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet. I think I'm at a crossroads right now in life, in general, in a lot of areas of life. Like, for example, we're planning on moving back to San Diego in like a month and a half. So that in itself is kind of chaotic, but I mean, me and my boyfriend are both really excited about it. I am excited to live there. The area we're looking at is right next to my favorite gym ever, because there are different types of gyms, obviously. There's a type you go where they just have the machines and you just kind of do your own thing. They have like classes. This one is like a strength training group circuit, I guess, is the best way to describe it. It's like there's weightlifting and there's like different sections, and you do it with a group and you just like go to each section. So I don't know, it makes me feel more motivated to do it with other people, to have set exercises we're supposed to do, to feel your strength building is really fun. That's been my favorite. And the thing is, though, I don't enjoy doing that alone. I don't enjoy weightlifting alone. I like the group setting. There's something about that I really like. And I think it's because I feel like I don't know what I'm doing when I'm by myself. It's more fun to like feel the energy, like get inspired by seeing other people build their strength. There's just something to that I enjoy. So that's just one aspect of why I'm excited to move back to San Diego. And I really feel like I'm killing myself with my current lifestyle. I really do. So, I don't know. All this to say, I don't know. Mental Health Monday, I had another video I was maybe going to put out today about work and trauma, but this is more genuinely what I'm feeling. I guess the other thing is I'm kind of considering transforming this channel into more of a mental health thing, like where my main focus is mental health. It doesn't mean I won't ever put out like dark alternative videos or videos about music or events. If I want to, hey, why not? I mean, that's what a lot of people do. They just have their channel and they put whatever they want on there. But right now in my life, there's a really strong focus towards personal development, self-improvement, and mental health. So I'm considering bringing some of that here, but I just don't know what the response will be like. So I might end up ditching this channel if it just feels like it's not worth it. But at the same time, this channel is monetized. So if I'm going to put content on any channel, shouldn't it be this one? Like, there's all these things in my mind I'm like going back and forth. Going back and forth on all the time, and I haven't decided yet, I guess. But I'm in the process of deciding. I'm in the process of changing. There's just so many crossroads, so many things. But one thing for sure is I do need to focus on my health, my physical health, mental health, and my physical health. Because since I started this channel in 2020, I have, no joke, gained like I was like 190 and now I'm, oh my God, I've gained like something between 60 and 70 pounds. No, not, yeah, because if I was 190, oh my God, yeah. It's a lot. That in itself is a lot. So, and I feel it negatively affecting me and my life. So that's something I really need to change, want to change. I'm not necessarily going to bring weight loss content onto this channel because I know that that's a sensitive / triggering topic. Unless you all want to see it, I don't know, let me know. I doubt it. And that's no shade to anyone who has put that content on there. It's just on their channel. I don't know. You see, I think too much. It's just too much. There's too much going on up here. It's too much. But point is, I'm not sure what the future of this channel is. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, because you're the ones who have been watching and supporting. Let me know what you think, honestly. I will definitely take it into consideration. But yeah, for the near future, working on Cryptmas stuff, working on moving, possibly trying to get some time off of work just to focus on my mental health and my physical health really is what I'm actually really scared of. I feel my body becoming less and less able as we speak, as time goes on. Like last night when I was doing all the Christmas stuff, I felt so decrepit after. Oh my God, I felt like I was in so much pain. I felt like I could barely move. Sometimes I feel like I can barely get up anymore, and that is scaring me. Honestly, it's like not a joke when I say like I'm not doing well here in my current lifestyle. So I think moving to California will definitely help a lot. We're moving to a very walkable area close by to the gym. Like there's just different things. But I'm not doing well. So hopefully that will change soon. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I will see you in the next video.